Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to well Enchanted Hollows according to the title and thumbnail. Don't worry, we're gonna be on the Enchanted Hollows server in a little bit. But before we do that, I need to show you guys not that, this. So as some of you may know, I've been playing around with Redstone recently. In fact, I've been getting super into Redstone recently. I've been trying some new things, I've been experimenting, and I've been building contraptions of my own. And this is one of those. So this is an automatic deep slate brick crafting system. So this automatically turns cobbled deep slate here into deep slate brick over there. Now, in actual Enchanted Hollows, I'm not going to have it leading into a lava pit. That's a waste of resources. But for the sake of this just being a creative testing world, it leads into there just so that everything doesn't fill up and backlog. Now, for the actual system. So I'm going to be building this Enchanted Hollows this episode. It's literally the entire premise of this episode is building this redstone contraption, because it shouldn't take too long, but it might take like 10-ish minutes, something along those lines. I've already done a lot of the work, so hopefully I've made it an easier system to build. But I feel like I should show you guys how it works. So, cobbled deep slate goes in here, and it makes its way down to here in these droppers, where it is then dispensed into here, runs up this system here, or this stream here, and enters these hoppers. Now these hoppers take it to a chest. I know, revolutionary. But here's where it actually becomes interesting. So I watched him on my Jumbo video. It wasn't a tutorial, it was literally him just building something, and I saw him build this little structure here. This is a redstone clock, and it works in a way that I didn't know redstone clocks could work, but you know, here we are. And this activates both the crafting systems that we have. Now this one will turn cobbled deep slate into polished deep slate, and then down here we turn that polished deep slate into deep slate bricks. The crafters then spit it out, it goes to another water elevator, and then this is here to represent the surface, so where our base is going to be. Now you may be wondering, Dougboy, why have you got two giant pillars? These are the on and off button. So the on button is represented by this yellow one. So this is the on system. I followed again another Mumbo Jumbo tip, and he said to differentiate your redstone lines using coloured wool. So the on switch runs along this yellow bit, and I'll show you what it does. So you turn it on, and it pushes this piston, just normal piston, pushes the redstone block, which then activates this, activating the on system over here, which causes the release of the blocks. And then over here, we have another on system that actually starts the auto crafting. It's really a simple system. It's not difficult. Then, once, I don't know, maybe we want to turn it off. Now, this will be a button release, because that's a normal piston, so we don't have to worry about that. But once we want to turn the system off, which again we'll do from all the way up there, but once you want to turn it off, this piston will grab it, it'll bring it down, this one will push it, and then this one will push it back up. That way, the redstone block returns back to the original piston, and the system shuts off. It's honestly ridiculously simple redstone, very primitive, but I did build this all myself, and I'm really proud of it. Which is why I thought I'd show you it before we transfer it across to the Enchanted Hollows server. Again, I've done a lot of the work on the Enchanted Hollows server already, so this should be a short episode, hopefully. Let's head over there, shall we? I'll meet you guys over there. Okay, here we are on Enchanted Hollows. If you couldn't tell by, well, my gear, there's the tree. Look, we're here on Enchanted Hollows. But yeah, so we're back, and I'm going to show you guys the work that I have done on the Enchanted Hollows server in order to hopefully make this episode a bit easier for myself. Because for once, I actually thought about the recording process, and I made it as easy and seamless as possible. So here's thing number one. This is going to be the on button, or off button. I haven't decided which one's which yet. I think I'll probably use this one as the on button. So this is the on button. These will connect to buttons a little bit over there. I'm going to have to move this staircase, of course. But yeah, so this will be the on button, this will be the off button, and this is the chute that will bring the items up here to a collection system a little bit over there. We'll do the collection system and the actual on and off buttons later in the episode. Okay, here we are. We are down in the mine, and the reason we're down in the mine is because this is actually where the redstone system is going to be built. So I spent about 30 to 40 minutes digging out this area here. Now, I went a little bit far over there, so there's a little bit of a gap over there, but we can just use that to mine. If we go around this corner here, boom! This is the little area that I have designated to be where we're going to do the redstone. So this is an infinite water source because obviously we're going to need water. This is going to be the chest that connects to the redstone system. Now I'm going to do a storage thing over on this bit, but here is the actual connection bit, and then over here is where the actual redstone system is going to be. Now this here, no, my torch. This here is a little water bubble column, and the idea is that we'll have a dropper facing into that can shoot the items up. As you can tell, this wasn't my first attempt. Yeah, so that's that. It's not too complex or anything. It's literally a bubble elevator. And then this here is just what I showed you up on the surface. That's our on and off switch. I did some maths. I think, keyword here is think, this is 100% of the resources that we need to actually build the thing that we're building. So I think the first thing we're going to do, which way do these face? Oh, they face towards you. Okay. So objective number 1, get the droppers in. No. No, wrong way. Boom. Okay, so that's the droppers there. Probably going to do 5 droppers seems fine, I guess. Okay. So this is the redstone system that's going to actually deliver the items up to the water stream and then out. Okay, so there needs to be a hopper there with a double chest there. I think we can just connect the first craft is straight into this bit here. Boom and boom. Okay, so that's those in. Then all we gotta do is we gotta grab our hoppers. Go like that. Go. Oh wait, no, I just put the chest to it. Like that. Then we grab that and go boom, and then finally we go kaboom. And as far as I can remember, this is 100% of the redstone for the actual crafting bit. So this should, keyword there is should, have the crafting sorted. So the crafting should happen here. Now all we need to do is actually build the system that will deliver. The blocks, I think that should suffice. Maybe we'll go one more just to be safe. But honestly, I think that's fine. That should work well enough. No, it needs to come one more because there's not. There we are. Now that may seem like an odd decision, but there has to be a 2-block thing here so that I can put soul sand in it and create a bubble elevator. Because we're going to use ice. I think I've built this entire thing 1 block too far that way. Nah, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, so we'll go like this. I think we'll probably bring the ice up to about here because all of this is just going to be, again, droppers. Then what we need to do is we need to grab droppers. And that one's just going to connect straight into there, like that. This one's going to have to come along, and then boom. So that's this entire redstone system sorted, I think. We can't have those there. These are going to have to go, like, here or something. Because otherwise actually hooking them up to the redstone system is going to be near impossible. Like that. So that should be everything here connected up. Okay, now to actually start the redstone, I guess. Now this bit shouldn't be difficult. The keyword there being shouldn't. So we need a redstone repeater like there in order to actually take the redstone signal. So that should now hold a redstone signal for at least a second. So we need a normal piston there. Now that's really high. There. I am embarrassed to say how long this took me. It took me about 20 minutes to figure out how to do this piston. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to have the first piston there with redstone block. That will extend out to there. That then means that we need to have that block there, and then that block there, like that. Okay, so that's the initial redstone system. Now what we need to do is we need to put that there and that there. Give that boy a redstone block, then go 2 blocks forward. And now is when the actual redstone starts being produced. Oh, we are close to that, aren't we? Turn that on. Go like this. Place down a repeater. And that's so that we have a bit of delay. Then all we need to do is bring this way. Probably give it a repeater there. Bring it into here, give it a repeater there. Probably another repeater. Put a torch there so that no mobs spawn here. We'll give it another repeater there just to ensure that the redstone signal makes it. And then probably bring the redstone off this way. Okay, I think everything is now connected up using the redstone. So as far as I'm aware, the on switch should function. Well, I'm a liar because this obviously isn't connected, is it? I think that should work. So all we need to do is test it. So we'll go. Whoop. Oh, it works. Okay, so everything over there works. Come and check over here, make sure everything is being powered over here. Yes. Good stuff. Okay, so objective 1, done. The on button. Okay, now for the off button. The off switch. Now, this is honestly the most complex bit of the redstone. And it's not even that complex. For viewing purposes, I have cut out the 35 minutes that it took me to do this simple, in air quotes, redstone system. What we'll do is we'll put that in there instead. Yes! Oh, it works now. Okay. So, system turns on. Look, the system is online. Then, boom, system turns off. Easy peasy. Oh, okay. That took a little bit longer than I was expecting. Entirely because this redstone system decided it wanted to, for want of a better word, die. But that's fine. It's fine. All is well. Now what we need to do is add the water over here. Do I have a bucket? Anyway. There's got to be one. There's one. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to add the water into the system. Almost made a fatal mistake. I am back. The water isn't fully in because I forgot to do this. I think we'll... Do we have any more signs? Doesn't look it. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to go back over here. Let me in. And then we'll re-add those. So that we can use these 2 birch signs over in this bit to prevent the water from flying out at Mach 5. Don't imagine that would have been too big of a problem, but that was almost catastrophic. I would have cried. Boom. Okay. So our system should now be fully online. This should all function well. I believe. Oh, I'm an idiot. This should make it with ease. Easy peasy. We are now going to go and sort out the collection zone. Okay, right. So the items will spew up to here. So we need to create a small collection zone, which we can do by just doing this. Now, I want the collection. That was close. I want the collection zone to come probably down to where the buttons are going to go. So I want it to divert here. That way it can come into a chest that can just sit here. So we'll quickly lob that chest in. Like that. With the exception of this back bit here. Which is going to go... Oop. I need one more hopper, really. Okay, we'll go and grab that in a second. And then what I want is I want a button here and a button here. And this is where our redstone is then going to come in. So I think we're going to need a repeater in order to take the output out in a singular direction, because these will take directional output. So now, actually I think we need more of those, don't we? We may need to separate the buttons by one. So we'll do the off button there and the on button there. I will then label them accordingly. The off button's actually the easiest one to do because it is literally just sticky piston there, block. No! Sticky piston, block. Oh, it's flush with the wall as well. Nice! Yeah, so this is literally just dunk and then dunk, dunk, dunk. That's the off switch. Okay, and then presuming all is well, I should be able to press that. Hear that go off. Lovely stuff. There isn't anything in the system. I think that's worked. And the only way for us to fully test it is head down into the mine, put some stuff... Wait, there was stuff in the system, wasn't there? Did I put anything in the system? I think I did, didn't I? Okay, what we'll do, we'll head down there, we'll put some stuff in the system, and we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys down there. Here we are. I've grabbed a whole bunch of stuff. We'll head over here, lob it into the system. I'll teleport back up to the surface, we'll turn it on, and we'll see what happens. Now for the moment of truth. I don't know why, but like, I know that this system works on paper. Like, I've done it in a testing world. Holy moly, that was... Let's just put that back. Holy moly, that was close. So I know that this works on paper, because I've done this. Okay, so that should be the on switch. That's a minute oversight, isn't it? We did spot an issue with the system. In its state that it was just in, no items would be getting delivered to us. They would have all been sitting in that tunnel. So it's a good thing that I noticed that. I need signs. You'll do. I don't really care what kind of sign. I just need signs. Please have me come in here and see blocks floating. Yes! It works! The system works! Okay. We go like this. We make that. Then all we gotta do is we gotta go boop, 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 boop. We'll bring it out one more. Go like that. I need to go grab some water. Okay, so I should be able to close this up. do this. Okay, so this is the system on. It's producing blocks relatively quickly, actually. And then we shut the system off. Obviously, it takes a little bit of time for the system to be shut off. Some of the blocks will still be in the bubble chamber. We wait a second. And at some point, hopefully soon, the system should shut off. Yeah, look, that's no longer gaining. It is just losing blocks. The system shut itself off. We did it! We created a fully functioning redstone system. Holy moly. And it works too. Yes! Okay. Well, that has been an insanely productive episode. It took a little bit longer to record than I was expecting because, well, I ran into a few issues with the redstone. But honestly, as someone that's learning redstone, I kind of expected that to happen. That being said, though, I am thoroughly enjoying redstone. That felt insanely rewarding to actually successfully accomplish a redstone task of that nature. We now have self-crafting deep slate bricks, which means I can get to work just on the build. I can get the castles and stuff done. This is going to be huge for the production of the mega base. But yeah, without further ado, guys, thank you all very much for watching. If you haven't already, would you consider subscribing? We are so close to 500 subscribers. At the time of recording this, which is Wednesday the 28th of June. No, not June. May. Good reading, Doug Boy. 28th of May. We are at 491 subscribers. So please, if you haven't, consider it maybe if you enjoyed this episode. I mean, if you made it this far in, surely you've enjoyed it. But yeah. Without further ado, guys, thank you all very much for watching. You guys have been awesome. Never forget that. I'll see you all in the next one. Thanks for watching, everybody. Good.